Okay, so I'm here in the northern portion of Town Long Steps, and this is where I like to go if I just want to grind out some experience at level 88 or 89. So after I'm done with my monkey runs, I usually do 3 levels on that, and then I come here to grind levels out on these mobs, the Shan'ze Obliterators. And you can see there's a rare spawn right over there too. Sometimes he pops up and you can get a bunch of bonus XP, but someone else already got him. Anyways, I leveled here on my monk. I'm about to do some leveling here on my blood death knight. And on the map, we're right in the north of Town Long Steps, right at the border of Kunlai Summit. I got my fur hat on to stay warm. You can see it's very cold here. And we're going to do some other stuff to stay warm also, like the Flask of Winter's Bite for additional attack power, or sorry, strength, which translates to attack power. Then we got the Drums of Forgotten Kings, a Rune Scroll of Fortitude. We got my Horn of Winter Death Knight buff, and we got some Charboiled Tiger Steak that we'll eat. And then I'll also use a Potion of Luck. I'm out in the open world just farming mobs, so the Potion of Luck is usually pretty good. Causes the mobs to drop some like treasure chests sometimes, and you get a bunch of additional supplies and trade goods out of them. This character is using the same stuff I used to do the monkey runs, which is a bunch of crafted gear that I could equip at 415. You know, some crafted jewel crafting rings and crafted blacksmithing. Really helps boost up a lot of the character power to make these kind of farms, solo farms for leveling easier. But enough you know, crap. Let's get to it. And we're just gonna do our best to pull a bunch of mobs. And we can do more effective DPS when we have more mobs engaged. I've not tried this on this class before, so we will see. I think I should be okay. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I'm not. So far, it looks so far so good, I would say. When I did this on my monk, I was able to achieve consistently 11 to 12 million experience per hour. And I was running about 50,000 DPS over a long period of time. If you fight a lot of these guys, you can stay in combat for 20 minutes straight, you know, just continually pumping damage. This looks like about the limit of the number of mobs I want to pull at once. There, one's down. We're hitting 71,000 to DPS, so that's pretty good. Maintain some blood strikes. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually hit the Potion of Luck. Whoopsies. So some of those kills will be without the Potion of Luck. Now here, my mob count is starting to get low, so let me loot the guys I've got. And let's go over here, taunt that guy, death grip that guy. We want to get extra mobs into the fray, so they're taking damage from my diseases and everything. And that maintains a high damage output by doing that. For talents, none of my talents are too important. I'd say I'm going Runic Corruption, Conversion, Death's Advance. Roiling Blood, I guess, is the only, like, super important one. It's making a big impact, making it so my blood boil spreads my diseases. I haven't had to reapply the diseases ever since I started, because I'm just continually dragging one mob into the next and spreading the diseases from the older mobs onto the newer mobs. And we just cycle through our different defensive cooldowns. And you can see we're getting 55,000 experience per mob. Oh, you know what? I actually made a mistake. Let me load up. I'll stop pulling mobs. I should load up the experience per hour tracker thing so you guys can see that. And we'll hang out here for a little while. Just grind these out so you can see that it's consistent and good to just hang out. But I'll get that experience per hour tracker going. And from the looks of it, I'm maintaining about the same DPS that my monk did. A little above 50k. So we should have a similar XP per hour rate to my experience with the monk. Alright, good. Loot all of those guys. There's the plundered treasure. That's what's... You get a chance to drop those when you have the Potion of Luck active. You see, they have gold. Sometimes they have trade goods in them. Let's go. Weak auras. Let's see. Experience tracker. Load that up. So now it's right in the middle there. Reload UI to reset the timer. And we'll keep it going. Novalock asks, "Hey Simon, why are you cheating?" Well, I don't know what you think. I'm not doing any cheating. Why are you thinking I'm cheating? I'm just playing a Death Knight. That's not cheating. That's just the way the game is balanced. Okay. Or, you know, more accurately, imbalanced. HP bar isn't moving. That is true. So one thing that can happen is you can actually just kill these guys too quickly, and then you have a problem, which is you kind of run out of spawns. And then you have to go somewhere else and do something. But luckily, that's not happening to us. We're just about the right speed to be in continual combat by the looks of it. Taunt him. See, look, now my HP bar is moving. You know, they're doing a little bit of damage to me. Sometimes. Kind of. There's some more. Taunt you. Bring them over. Got the other one also. That's what I wanted. Oh, hello. Let's back it up, get a little loot action. There we go. So I think I only want a Death Strike when I need it for healing. And then I want to focus mainly on Blood Boil, I think, as my best total damage output ability. So I'll try to optimize for that. Do as few Death Strikes as I feel like I need to be safe and alive. And then spend the rest on damage dealing moves. Want you? Want you, grip you. And this is it. I mean, honestly, this is it. This is it. We grind like this. Make a decent chunk of gold. You can see the experience is at 10 million right now. Dipping just below 10 million. See if we could go over here, get this guy. You can't drag the mobs too far without hitting them, or else they'll reset, which is not good. You don't want mobs to be resetting while you're trying to kill them. So if you pull a really long distance, it can be a bit of an issue. Let me loot this guy before we leave. We gotta walk slowly towards the next mob. Over here. Grip you. Nice. Alright, now this is kind of like the center of the zone. This is where I usually hang out. And then you can just kind of be on a swivel looking for where the next mob spawn is. Oh my god, we might actually drop combat. They nerfed the legendary daggers now? I don't know anything about that, Mr. Bungled. Did they? I've been using the legendary daggers. Oh my god, we're not going to drop combat. Perpetual combat maintained. But I didn't maintain the diseases. If they nerf the legendary daggers, I might have to go back onto my rogue and farm some actual items from... we might have to do another Scarlet Halls run for a Koglers. And, or, what is it? Gate of the Setting Sun for the Manted Trochanter. Rartar with a change hat request. Okay, hold on. Let me hit a death strike. Do this thing. Turn on conversion. Okay. Hat changing to this one. And okay. We're back in it. Haunt that guy. Get him in. Get him in the action. Here's another one. Want you. Did you know that public transportation is the sole reason why people wear fewer hats today? I didn't know that, but I believe it at face value without checking anything that my Twitch moderators tell me, because I have complete faith in my moderators on this channel. Thank you for that valuable piece of information, Thor. Stinkfist says proc on the daggers reverted to 17 agility now. Okay, so it's officially over, and I have to farm actual Miss of Pandaria daggers now. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We have to get back on the road. I was loving it. Dude, I just enchanted my legendary daggers with Windsong like yesterday. I was like, damn, these are gonna be great. I'm gonna take these into the raid. I guess not. Currently, we've been in combat for 8 minutes straight. My record on the monk was 25 minutes of continuous combat, I want to say. Loot. Oh, Agile Primal Diamond. Yo, wait. We just looted an insane recipe? Wait, that's the recipe I need for my rogue and my monk. Agile Primal Diamond. Yo, let's go. That's crazy. Love that. Excellent. Is that worth anything? 1,000,000 gold. Yeah, it's worth 1,000,000 gold. I just checked 5 minutes ago. Mid pull on the second monitor. Yeah, so we're rich now. We're rich now. Please, I need another mob to spawn so that I can continue my... Yep, here's another mob. I didn't want to drop combat. It's nothing to do with, like, the efficiency of the farm or anything. I just wanted a longer continuous combat record. Grip you. Oh, I taunted the wrong target. All right, we'll Icy Blast him. Summon my Ghoul minion for a little help on damage output. Just go AFK to stay in combat? Yeah, surely. My character won't die. That's for sure. Let's see, my Potion of Luck is at 7 minutes remaining. Man, maybe I should make a weak aura for doing this grind that just puts a big box in the middle of the screen whenever Potion of Luck runs out, so I don't forget to refresh it. Bring this. Did I taunt the wrong target again? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Bring that guy in. I have a lot of mobs in right now, huh? It's taking some damage. Like a little bit of damage. As in, like, my health bar was moving, so I was worried because that doesn't usually happen. Go this way. Grip. What does a Potion of Luck do? Seems kind of vague. Well, let me see if I can get one right here. No, I didn't get one. When you have the Potion of Luck active, you have a chance to loot a treasure box, a cache of pilfered treasure, or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but you just kill mobs and you have a chance to loot a treasure chest off of them with Potion of Luck active, which contains some gold and some trade goods sometimes. And generally speaking, if you are, you know, spam killing mobs in the open world, it's going to be worthwhile to spend the gold on the Potion of Luck to get those extra treasure chests if you're doing a large amount of mob kills out in the open world. Get that one in. There's this guy's a little sneaky. He can be behind that tree. A little hard to see sometimes. All right, back up to 5 mobs. That's good. Death and Decay down. Increase mode of harmony. Oh yeah, they can have mode of harmony in them too, which can be a pretty big deal if you're interested in farming those to craft things. Last Island from Krasarang map is very good. A hyper farm too. Yeah, there's a bunch of monkeys down there. I went there once and there was someone else farming them, so it didn't seem very good when I was competing with someone. And that's how it goes for all these open world farms, like this one included. If you've got competition, it's way worse than if you don't have competition. So, like, that's just the way it is with open world farms, is like, they're not always good, you know, whereas instance farms, you always get the same consistent result. I like the death grip on this character. The monk has a long-range taunt and has crackling jade lightning also to pull mobs from a long ways away, but man, it's way more fun to to yoink them over with a death grip. Trying to remember to hit all my cooldowns whenever they're available. The Empower Rune Weapon, the Summon Ghoul, the Dancing Rune Weapon. Really, we're in this for the long haul, so you want to get those cooldowns used. Get the action, get the damage out of them that you can. I was kind of saving the Empower Rune Weapon in case it was like a dangerous situation, but like that's kind of like playing like a sucker, you know, assuming you're actually gonna get damaged by these mobs. I mean, come on. What is one piece of bike tech that actually increases performance at the best cost ratio? A water bottle. Literally the most cost-effective way you can improve your bicycling performance is by being actually hydrated with actual water. Okay, I'm not talking about like Gatorade or like some like supplement electrolyte drink. I mean like, you should be, if you want like maximum performance on a bicycle, like you should have to pee like every 2.5 to 3 hours. That's the amount of water intake you should be having to be fully hydrated. You lose so much performance for like every percentage you lose of lack of hydration. You have to replace electrolytes? Yeah, but like, I don't want to get into like, yeah, you do need those other things, but like, I don't want to get into like this sports supplement or that sports supplement. Like, keep it simple. Just drink a lot of water and eat some regular food. And like, that's a really big deal. And it's cost effective too. When you get into the different supplements, you start adding a substantial amount of cost for a questionable benefit. Some good, some not as good. Alright, there's a mob over here. Get this guy. Gradually move towards the mobs over here. Haunt you. Rip you. Oh my god, my health is low. How did that happen? Something must have gone wrong. Don't worry, we fixed it. I just pressed Death Strike a couple times and now we're back in it. Jerome is like, being overhydrated also impacts performance, so the only logical move is to take an $800 sweat test and learn exactly how much you sweat per minute. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, my advice is like, for the average bicycler, that's like, you know, okay, maybe not average bicycler, but the, you know, if you're trying to improve performance, you're probably not an average bicycler. But I would say the average guy who would come into the bike shops when I would work at the bike shops, you know, we had a phrase, we had a term for this type of person. We called them MAMILs, M-A-M-I-L, middle-aged male in Lycra. The people that are like cosplaying as a bicycle athlete, and they spend all this money on really advanced bicycle tech, like a derailleur that weighs 10 less grams than their current derailleur, because they're like, oh my god, I mean, I need to cut weight on the bicycle so I can go faster. It's like, they're doing all of these things and spending like ridiculous amounts of money to, you know, in their mind, improve performance, but they're not doing like really basic things like give yourself 8 hours of sleep, you know, drink 2 or 3 liters of water a day, you know, eat a, you know, less garbage food and more good food. And like these are the things that make a big difference to your performance, and they're just not doing them. And instead they're spending $100, $200 on a derailleur that weighs 10 less grams. So, yeah, I mean, I think the real advice for that kind of person is drink more water, sleep more, and regular exercise. Like, you can't just be, if you want to improve performance, you can't be just, like, riding on the weekends. Like, you should get a little ride in, you know, much more hours per day. Those are, but I'd say the easiest thing, like, this is what you asked originally, is drink more water. Make sure you're well hydrated all the time. Get over here. I also have a rune that makes my death strike, or sorry, death grip cooldown reset every time I kill a mob. That's how I'm getting so many death... oh, wait, I got 2 more? Enigmatic Primal? Wait, I got 2 of the same one. Wait, that sucks. They're bind on pickup. It's the worst. My Potion of Luck ran out. That was like about 8 minutes ago-ish. Alright, refreshed the Potion of Luck. Not getting nearly as many plundered treasures as I thought I would be getting. I feel like I got way more when I was doing this on my monk. Applebeard says, how will prolonged sitting at my computer in an IV drip of DoorDash orders affect my performance? Negatively. Negatively. That's how it will affect your bicycling performance. But it'll probably improve your Mogushan Vault's parses, if, you know, that's something you care about. I mean, ain't no way you can go into Mogushan Vaults with full pre-raid bis if you don't have an IV drip of DoorDash. You know, I mean, really the most efficient way is to DoorDash the food, but have special instructions for the DoorDash guy to come into your house, put it into a blender, and then put it into your IV drip for you. You got to tip them like 50 extra bucks. Don't ask how I know, but they will do that for you. So you can have your burrito literally blended and put into your IV drip without having to stop farming your Golden Lotus rep. Can you bust out the Super Simian Sphere? Good question. The answer is yes. We're now going bananas. Look at this. You're going ape. Sorry, I got the wording wrong. We're going ape. Enigmatic Primal Diamond. Oh, that's the one from before. What if I learn these recipes? Will they stop dropping once I've learned them, and then maybe they'll drop other recipes? All right, just learning the recipes mid-combat, obviously. I kind of want to go until the rare spawn comes back, at least. The rare spawn was up, like, right when we started. My experience has been rare spawns are somewhere between a 30-minute to 1-hour respawn. Oh, the sneaky behind the tree guy. Gotta get him. My character is making a bunch of monkey noises now. Alright, activate the dancing rune weapon. Let's go. There's one. Get you. Get you. Oh, there's another one over there. Loot. Enigmatic. Oh, that's still the one from before, I think. Oh, please don't lose thread on these. I dragged one of those pretty far. Let's go with a little Empower Rune Weapon. Slowly drag them back to the center. Look for our next mob. Health going down slightly. Press some defensive abilities. We're not turning on Conversion. Conversion is the ultimate bitch ability to be casting here because it deals 0 damage, and not only does it deal 0 damage, but it drains our runic power so that we can do fewer rune strikes then. So, huge L. But if you're struggling to stay alive, definitely use Conversion. But if you're struggling to stay alive, this might not be the farm for you. This might not actually be the thing you want to be doing for good XP if you're struggling to stay alive while doing it. This should be easy, like it is here. Yoink. Let's see my damage breakdown. We've been in combat for 27, almost 28 minutes straight. I love that. I think that's kind of funny. This is just perpetual combat. Blood Boil, 16% of my damage. Rune Strike, higher than I thought. I thought the diseases would be higher than Rune Strike, but look at that. And how the damage breaks down is definitely dependent on, like, my choices. Like, I could cast more Death Strikes and fewer Blood Boils if I wanted to, but I'm choosing to prioritize a lot of Blood Boils, and obviously then if I'm doing a lot of Blood Boils, I'm gonna have a really high damage percentage from Blood Boil. But I think Blood Boil is the best ability I can be pressing. Like, 1 rune, and it hits all the guys. I think it's very good total damage output there. Soul Reaper. I think I maybe should be casting more Soul Reapers. I think that's a pretty good ability. Ghoul Summon. Bone Shield. Here we go. This guy. Summon that guy. I think I only had to reapply diseases a single time, because I've just been chaining them into each other. Let's see. My monkey mode is about to fade in 8 seconds, so we better find a different toy from my toy menu. We could do Frost Dwarf form. I have Muradin's Favor. That one could be good. Let's see. Orb of Deception, Orb of Cinderai. Here we go. Muradin's Favor. Activate that one. Oh my god, we're not gonna drop combat. There's another mob. Phew. Ooh, there's another mob. Loot. The enigmatic diamond is still there. I don't think that pattern's gonna go away for a while. We might be stuck with relooting that guy for a bit. Alright, so check it out. I'm in a Frost Dwarf now. Way smaller than being a Draenei, so that's a bit of a downgrade in that sense. But Frost Dwarf, who's basically... I mean, I've got a loincloth on, and that's about it. And just kind of giga-chatting these mobs down in Frost Dwarf form. Let's yoink this guy out of range. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. The other one. There's 2 spawns over there. Nice to get them both at the same time, because they're a little far away from my central location that I like to chill at. Oh, shit. My health is going down. Hang on. Gotta lock in. Do this ability. Do this ability. Do this. Do this. Icebound Fortitude. Alright, we should be good now. There. Yeah, I think this will be the play. We'll stay here until the rare spawn spawns. Right when we started, the rare spawn was getting killed by someone else. And then we'll go until the rare spawn comes up, and then we'll do something else. And it looks like our XP per hour is a little lower than I estimated it would be. We're at 9.5 million. So just under 10 million per hour. Oh shit, I'm almost gonna drop combat. I don't want that. There we go. Get this guy too. Get that guy. The perpetual combat train must be maintained. Okay. Get that one. Get that one. A little death and decay down there. Any more mobs? The mobs I'm fighting are starting to get low. There we go. There's one. Little refresher. New mob in. Man, I was trying to get a jewel crafting pattern called Serpent's Heart, I think it's called. That was supposed to give me a chance to get a recipe called the Jade Owl. And I looked up comments about it, and they were like, oh, I just walked into the Jade Forest, and the first mob I killed dropped the pattern with 525 jewel crafting, and I didn't even do any intro quests or anything like that. I've been killing mobs like crazy all over Pandaria on this character. I cannot find that Serpent's Heart pattern. Does anyone know about that? Like, did anyone in chat ever get a Serpent's Heart jewel crafting pattern? The Jade Owl is like a pretty good combat pet. It's a magical type pet with flying type attacks, which makes it like extra good against aquatic enemies. Because flying attacks are super effective against aquatic enemies, and magic pets take reduced damage from aquatic attacks. So it's like a double threat, you know? Here we go. Let's get this guy. Oh, Cal Rogo says the arenas are out. Trying to get Conquest capped. Nice. Maybe we should do some of that today. I could benefit from some Conquest gear. Oh, my health is going slightly down. AoE loot. Grab that guy. So we could basically, Cal Rogo, you could basically just queue into arenas and lose, and you still get some conquest points. Obviously, you get more for winning, but like, you know, you just blast them and you'll get the points, and then you'll get the gear eventually, right? $75 per loss, $250 for a win. Okay, so a big difference. You're highly incentivized to try to win. But you still get your participation trophy, even if you suck at PvP. That's what I like to hear. Pull that guy in. Joink that guy. Oh, hello, Shan'ze Obliterator. Yeah, I will say this this definitely feels like I'm getting less than I was getting on the monk in terms of the treasure chests. Maybe I'm just unlucky. Maybe it got nerfed. I doubt it got nerfed. I bet I just got unlucky. A lot of people see something being like a little bit different than expected, and they're like, ah, Blizzard must have nerfed it. I think that's normally not the answer. I think normally it's just like, oh, you got unlucky, or you know, some other factor. Hang on, we're taking damage. Gotta lock in. Turning on conversion. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Not going to be a conversion Andy and keep that activated for a while. There we go. We're back. We're back to being stable and healthy. Bro, okay, this pattern is just going to persist on the corpses forever. I am pretty happy I got that other recipe. The agility meta gem. All right, this is my last guy. Okay, good. We found our replacement guy. I was not gonna drop combat there. Okay, we're gonna wait until another mob had spawned. Yoink. 2 mobs in. Ooh, we did drop diseases though. Had to reapply diseases there. Yikes. Does the Mantis farm in Townlong Steps still work? Like the guys down here where they like fly in and are low health. I don't know. I've never tried doing that, but I've heard people talk about it. Like there's a bunch of mobs in that area that they're like related to a quest and they spawn with low health, but so they're very easy to kill, but they offer like a full loot table like a normal mob, and they're spawning really fast because they're related to a quest. So it becomes a really great spot to just farm if you want plundered treasures, if you want Mode of Harmony or something. But that seems like something that would get nerfed, because it seems weird that they would have a full loot table spawn so quickly and you know, spawn with minimal health. Here's another guy to get. Got him. Oh, there's another one far away there. Let's get this guy first because he's a bit closer. We're now at 42 minutes of perpetual combat. My potion of luck is fading in 46 seconds, 40 seconds. Loot. Dual crafting pattern's still there. Bro, when is the rare spawn going to come back to me? I need the rare spawn. He's like 360,000 experience. What is BIS leveling spec for Rogue? I don't know. I leveled up mostly with Assassination, and I thought that was pretty cool. I tried Subtlety as well. I didn't really try doing a lot of leveling as combat, but both Subtlety and Assassination seem to work totally fine. I think you can do either. And, you know, maybe combat's good too. I didn't try it. One more mob. Yoink. Red diseases with a blood boil. Get this guy in. Alright, let's get these guys in. Oh, is he not coming with? Okay, I thought he would come with when I death grip the other guy. But I guess not. Re-up the dancing rune weapon. How many times a day do you get this question? Oh, plenty of times, but it comes with the job. You know, it's part of it. a lot of people really want to know, like, what's the theoretically best, most optimal gear you can get, spec you can play, rotation you can do. And it's like, I used to be that guy that I was like big on the spreadsheets and simulators, but I just kind of don't think that that's, like, it's got its place, but I think a lot of people really overvalue spreadsheets and simulators and those kind of theoretical results. And, like, you know, a spreadsheet or simulator tells you, you know, one item is, you know, 0.4% better than another. People, like, obsess over that, and they're like, I have to get the other item. And it's like, I really think the tool isn't really that accurate to the point where you need to obsess over, you know, such a small difference reported by the tool. So, Miss Pandaria, I'm taking much more casually, not really opening a lot of simulators or spreadsheets or worrying about what the theoretically best thing I could be doing was. More just like logging in, playing the game, having fun. You might be confused, like, how on earth is killing Shan'ze Obliterators for an hour straight without leaving combat fun? Well, this part is not exactly the most fun. It's more of like the chore you do to get to the part that is fun, which is actually like what makes me want to play a different game, realizing that so much of WoW is chores that aren't actually fun in order to get to the part that is fun. It's like there are other games where they just let you do the fun thing without making you do chores first. Did you see the blue post? Apparently you can solo Lady Vosh now. Yeah, they changed it so the painted core item no longer immobilizes your character if you are level 90, which allows, you know, most classes to be able to solo it. I don't know if all is technically true, but I would guess all level 90 classes could solo that now, but that may not be every single one. You know, I don't know. But yeah, I did see that. Is the juice worth the squeeze? You know, doing the chores for the payoff of doing the fun thing later? Yeah, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Like, I am not doing daily quests every day to raise up my reputation to get all the pre-raid best in slot stuff before Mogushan Vaults comes out. I am not doing that. Not this time around. No, sir. That does not feel worth it to me. Nope, he reset. Yep, so that's actually, I think that's the first one that reset on me in this farming session. So I didn't do enough damage to it, and I kited it too far away, or I didn't damage it for, you know, enough time continuously, or went without damaging it for too much time, something like that. I don't know what the exact metric is, but you can't drag them too far away without hitting them a lot. That's the basic thing. And the resets are just bad because, you know, then you have to pull it again and you lose any damage that you had dealt to it previously. My potion of luck is gone. Let's pop another one. My health is getting low-ish. The health is fine. Death strike, death strike. Yeah, we're looking good now. Pull that guy. Mike Lowry, I've committed to doing this. Like, I wanted to do it at least once on stream so that I could put it on YouTube so you could see what I'm doing. I did this on the Monk off stream because I understand that grinding the same thing over and over is not the most compelling thing to watch. But, you know, when people ask me, you know, how did you level up in this range? Like, I want to be able to show them instead of just tell them. So this might be the one and only time you see me doing this on stream. I've committed to doing this until the rare spawn comes up, or maybe until my flask goes away. We're getting close to one or the other happening. We've been in combat perpetually for 49 minutes. Wonder if my weapons are starting to break. No, I still have plenty of durability. No durability issue. No death. If you do die here, which I died on the monk a couple of times, the run back is about 2.5 or 3 minutes. It's really, the graveyard's really far away. It's not good if you die. It's very bad for your experience efficiency. Plundered treasures have to open after combat? Actually, no. I can open them right now if I wanted to. Hang on. Mode of Harmony X2, Windwool Cloth. That one just had gold in it. This one has some Windwool Cloth and some gold. This one had Mode of Harmony and gold. Ghost Iron Ore. This one has gold. Okay, I think that's all of them. Alright, loot these guys. Where's my next mob? No! Wait, this is the guy who was here before, who killed it the last time. He must know about the spawn timer. Oh my god, he must have logged in. He must be camping this mob. Oh my god, we're gonna lose it. If he's just sitting here focused on nothing but spawn, camping that mob, we're probably gonna lose it as I farm these guys. Like, if he's sitting there spamming Mangle, we're gonna miss that tag. Trying to hold up a blood rune so as soon as he pops up, I can blood boil to get him. Oh, I got him. We got him. We got him. Yes. All right, let's do it. Let's take him down. Okay. Let's do an Army of the Dead. Alright, I'm hyped. Oh, shit. Almost missed that one. Didn't react to it very quickly, but I reacted quick enough. Nice. All right, let's see. Did we get the bag? We want the epic big bag of arms. Yoke of New Zhao. That's an upgrade. Small bag of goods. No, we did not get the thing. All right, well, 9.5 million per hour. That was a combat session that lasted 53 minutes and 31 seconds. I maintained 46,000 DPS while doing it and dealt a total of 149 million damage. I would say that's pretty good. That's an example, again, of what I like doing for leveling my characters from 88 to 90. This character is 88. We'll do this for 88 and 89. If you want to go into like Town Long Steps and do quests for reputation, or Dread Waste and do quests for reputation, you could do that too. This is just another thing you can do. And it's pretty easy to maintain this high amount of XP per hour. I'm going to try to do it on the next rogue that I'm leveling up, but, you know, the rogue isn't a tank class, so the rogue won't be able to pull multiple at once like I was doing here on the Death Knight or the monk. But I'm thinking I could still do 50,000 DPS on the rogue, probably, if I, you know, fight mobs one at a time and do stealth openers and get some ambushes on. That would be pretty good, I'd say. Man, I did not think I was going to get the tag on that rare spawn there. Did not think so, with that guy sitting there just waiting to log in. Or waiting for the guy to spawn. But, yeah, pretty good. Pretty